So, good morning to everybody. It's time to start because you know that everybody says that in Italy we are always late, and I want to demonstrate that it's to the contrary. And so I want to be on time. So, good morning to everybody and welcome. I'm very happy of having you here for this conference that will be a fantastic conference. I want to start just telling you what is the reason and how much Como and the Polytechnic of Milan matters with respect to the free and open source software. I have to tell you that 15 years ago, we organized exactly here at the Polytechnic of Milan the first meeting about open source, the first national meeting about open source. At that time, it was the GRASS user Italian meeting because the only piece of software that was used at that time was GRASS. There was also map server coming, but the most of people were expert on GRASS. So 2000, there was the first national meeting here on open source, and then in 2002, the colleagues from Trento, that is not far from here, also in Italy, they organized what we called at that time the first international meeting on, for GRASS users, and was organized mainly by Ciolli and Zatelli. I don't know if they are here. No, not yet. So organized by them, and was the first occasion in which we have met Markus Netteler and Elena Mitasova and Venkatesh Raghavan, better known as Venka. So some of the people who have written the history of free and open source geospatial information. So I'm very proud of having you here again after 15 years for the conference that now is the European conference. And at that time, I remember that we were around 60, 70 people. Unfortunately, we don't have pictures of that time because we were so stupid that we didn't take picture. I don't know why. Probably we were too young, so we didn't think about that. But now I'm very proud of having you here. Now it's the conference is the European one. There will be the international one in 2 months in South Korea. That will be the largest conference of free and open source software for geospatial. And in fact, there are also colleagues and friends from Korea, South Korea, that will present this international conference the last day in the closing section. By the way, they are here around, so if you need any piece of information about the South Korea conference, please ask them. It's not difficult to understand who are those people. You can stand up, please. Ki-jun Lee and the other friends from Korea there. But you can recognize them, okay, because they don't look exactly like European, so more Asiatic, so it's not so difficult. Okay, so thanks for being here for the last time, and I don't give you the official welcome of Politecnico because the rector of Politecnico is coming here for a short welcome to you. I want just to give you some logistic information, starting from this information, this piece of information. So you see this wonderful, you can hear this wonderful jingle. I was I was a bit envious of the Asiatic teams, because every time they organize a conference, they have also the jingle, they have also the song. And so I say that it is not possible that the European conference doesn't have the song, doesn't have the jingle. And therefore, I ask these people, so the Thomas Tuze and Daniel Rappo, you see some of, or all of them here, and Jan Thoma and Jens Ingelsson, who coordinate this effort. I asked them to prepare the song for us, and this song will be freely available to all of you if you want to use it as soundtrack for preparing, making up some videos about the Free and Open Source Software Europe 2015. It will be available on the website. I don't know if it is yet available because it is something that we finished this night, but if it is not available, it will be available this morning, later. Okay, and then it's enough. Then from the practical point of view, there are a lot of people in the staff. You see here their names and faces, but you can recognize them because they have a red badge. I'm not part of the staff, I have a blue one. Okay, and if you have any question, please ask them. And I want to take the opportunity of thanking all of them because they are not starting working now. There was a lot of work also in the previous months and days. So I want to thank them. And above all, I want to thank Marco Minghini. I don't know, yeah, stand up please, Marco. Marco Minghini, better known as Mingo, because this is the true name of Marco. Marco is a too common name, so Mingo is better. Okay, and about what we are going to do in these days, first of all, there is the conference. I don't want to spend words on the conference because you have the program of the conference. I want just to remind you some appointments. First of all, this afternoon, the mapping parties. The mapping parties will be presented in a presentation in a few minutes, and there are 4 mapping parties, but the responsible of the different mapping parties are going to tell you what to do during the mapping party itself. The only thing that I want to stress is that for the mapping party, the appointment is in the square within the Como campus. We are here. There are 2 main buildings. The buildings where we are now is called Castelnuovo, and then there is another building that is the red brick tower that is called Valleggio, and in between there is a square. So the meeting point for the mapping party is here in this square. Okay, another interesting point is the icebreaker party. And we will have this party in a very beautiful place on the lake. It's called the Cube Cafe. Here is the address, but I suppose that is written also somewhere in a brochure and a flyer that you have in your bag. So the meeting is at 8:30 this evening. Very important, you have a ticket in your budget where is written icebreaker party or something like that. You need to have it, because if you don't have it, you will not be given your beer or your wine glass. So please remember to take it. Okay, then another moment is the group picture. We will have the picture tomorrow at 6. All the same in the square, all the same. So here, we will meet here tomorrow before departing for the gala dinner, the social dinner. We meet here. please remember that we want to have a picture with all of you. Totally, we are 400, exactly 400, because we are allowed in hosting only 400 people for safety reason. So we are 400, and we know also who is the last registered person that is Rappo. He's somewhere here. Where is the 400? He's no more here, escaped. Okay, so tomorrow the picture. And then after the picture, we have to move here at the entrance of Castelnuovo, where there is the road, the main road, the road that you cross when you want to go to the bar, to the Essalunga supermarket, and so on. We met here at the entrance of the university because there is a bus coming for picking up us, and we go for dinner. For the dinner, also you need the ticket. I have to tell you that if you didn't register for the dinner, there are some seats still available because it's a very, very large place with many seats. So if it is possible to buy the ticket for going to the gala dinner, if you want to do that. But this is not included in the cost of the conference. You have to pay a part, and it is 35 euro. Okay. Then, about the closing, we'll have the closing session on Friday with, the closing ceremony, the usual closing ceremony with the speech of the president of FOSS. And then also the mapping party results, and then the NASA Whirlwind Award, because you know that there is also a challenge, that is the NASA Whirlwind Challenge, that will be awarded here in Como. And also Patrick Hogan is going to present, is presenting the last version of NASA Whirlwind with the new functionalities and completely rewritten, something new, much more performant, and so on. So we are very curious about that. And then there will be also the Geo for All Educator Award. Then, for concluding, I want just to introduce an app that was prepared for this FOSS4G, and it's a double function app, so you can download it. The name is FOSS4G, and it's a typical app that you can use for sensing the events, so it's an event meter app, and you see, it's free and freely available on Google Play and Apple Store. You can download it. It is possible to interact with the conference venue. It is based on beacons technology. If you activate your Bluetooth, you will get notified about the program once you enter a specific room. If you download it and then you activate Bluetooth, when you enter a room, you will be notified about the presentation that there are at that moment in that room. But the second point is that we are collecting, is a way for locating you inside the university, because we are collecting the tweets. Meanwhile, we are collecting the tweets about the conference itself, so everything related to FOSS4G. So we are collecting the tweets, and we ask you to send tweets with this hashtag, and then there will be special hashtag for every session of the conference, in such a way that then we collect, and you can check what's happening about what people are saying about the conference, the different sessions, the people speaking, and so on this website. So we can monitor what's happening during the conference. And you can discover everything if you go to this website. And at the end of the conference, we will be a very short presentation about the results of the conference, what people are saying or which kind of picture are sending about FOSS4G. In Como, outside Como, by people of the by the attendees of the conference, by all the other citizens in Como. So this is the end for the moment. I thank you.